So lesson 2, welcome. This lesson looks at your relationship network and gives you some step-by-step tips and a guide to be able to help you build some of those relationships. When a leader starts in a new company, when you may have started in a new department, or you may be new to leadership and you've been promoted into another team or leading your own team, but reporting into a new boss. With all of these different situations and different scenarios, building your relationship network, whether it's the first time you built the relationships or you already know these colleagues and you're having to improve the relationships, is a key part of being an effective leader. What we're going to go through is to have a look at what needs to happen and what is the process really of how we start to build relationships. We know that there are some people in the workplace and outside of the workplace that we instantly build relationships with. We're on the same wavelength as them. It's an affinity, or we like things done the same way. So we're attracted to people that we have similar interests to, but also a similar working style to. Once we've identified those people, it can be easier to build relationships with them because we've got some common ground, some common goals, and some common values. But there could be people in your organization that you do need to build a relationship with that you may not have an affinity with, or maybe that you don't like the same things, but it's important at work that you have a great relationship. So having a structured framework to help you to build relationships and maintain relationships and let those relationships flourish so that you can build trust and have a real collaborative way of working, again, is key. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to take you through the framework and a step-by-step guide of how to build relationships at work. The first thing we need to do is identify who those people are. So it's a good idea. You can use a mind map. You could use a kind of brainstorming technique to really think about who's in your direct report team, your peers team, maybe colleagues from other departments that you need to network with, someone from senior management, or even the HR team. So first of all, it's identifying who those people are. Second thing is, are there any quick wins? Are there any commonalities that you know already that you're able to use to be able to build that relationship? Or who do you need to get to know first? Secondly, we need to schedule some introductory meetings. So if you've never met these people before and you're new to the business, maybe organize some one-to-ones so that you can sit down with people, get to know them personally, and outside of a work environment can also be quite nice. How to build trust and transparency is to be approachable. Make sure that you're communicating openly. Share something about yourself so that people will want to share things about them, and make sure that we're actively listening, really paying attention to what people are saying. The next thing that we do is we are very strategic and proactive about what that action plan needs to be. So if you want to have a relationship with your MD, really define what that relationship is going to look like. If in 12 months' time you want to be on the golf course with your MD and his wife, great, that's your objective. Then you need to work out the steps to be able to get there. If your objective is that you need to have a better relationship with Tom from marketing, because actually you know that you've got a big project coming up in 6 months when you need to find out a little bit more about each other, then that's your objective. So be really clear about what you want the relationship to look like. So define those goals and then maybe give something back. So offer some value. Don't just ask for favors. Find ways that you can be helpful to others too. And then make sure that you follow up. A text message, an email, a quick Teams message, just to say, it was great to get to know you. Thanks for being connected, and making sure that you are planning in your next meet as well. And then we look at expanding your circle. So once we've started identifying some of the people maybe within our inner circle that we need to build relationships with, the next stage is expanding that circle. So this might be outside of your organization, attending some industry events, or maybe joining some online communities. So really think about how to build your personal brand so that you're able to network outside of your business. And here's some ideas of what those relationship groups could look like in terms of direct reports, senior managers, peers, and external stakeholders. So take some time, do the exercise where you're going to map out who you need to have those relationships with, and really think about what is your strategic plan for building relationships in your organization.